The national championship game is tonight. Connecticut playing Michigan. I'm Lawrence Pressman. We're going to take that game apart. You're watching the best betting show ever. Bryan Power with us, Joe Ranieri. Let's get to it. Brian, we'll start with you. Let's just do a quick weekend recap. How did you do, my friend?
Week was going all right. Sunday was a small misstep, but still a week and locked and loaded with a big card here on Monday, including a best bet for tonight's aforementioned national championship game. Already a winner also on Monday in the EFL championship. So it's not even lunchtime. We've already checked in with the winner, Prez and Joe.
There you go. Joe Ranieri, how'd you do?
What'd you call it? EMF? What was it?
No. Unbelievable. No, EFL championship. The second tier over in England, Joe. We're digging deep. We leave no stone unturned, appropriately enough, in England.
I agree. All right. That's outstanding. That's outstanding stuff there. Didn't realize they still played soccer. Okay.
Joe Ranieri with the jokes. Finally shaved today. Last ski day of the season is today. I'm home tomorrow. I will be missing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday's show. Joe Ranieri and Art DeCease are picking up the slack. I had a great weekend. Won my final 4 or 5% play on Michigan. Wasn't really close. This team is dominated. They are blowing teams out. It's why the line is now it's -7 across the board. It was -6.5 most places about 20 minutes ago. Clearly money coming in on Michigan. 59% of the tickets written on Michigan, 73% of the money, and a heavy amount of action on the over in this game with the total now at 146. Bri, can you give us anything? What are your thoughts here?
True clash of the Titans. I think most people understand that. Certainly you guys do. We were talking about a UConn team, 18-1 against the number the last 4 years of the NCAA tournament. Perfect 11-0 against the number in the Sweet 16 or later. 2 national championships during that time, of course, for Dan Hurley. The only game they failed to cover was as a 20-point favorite against Furman in the first round this year. The only game they lost was in the second round last year to eventual national champion Florida. But as you mentioned, Prez, at the top, what Michigan's doing, also historic in nature. First team to win and score win by double digits and score 90-plus points each of the 5 tournament games. Has never been done, so it's understandable why they've taken money. I'll say this. UConn cannot win a high-scoring game. There's 2 things we know about Michigan, okay? If they're hitting their threes, that's true for a lot of college basketball teams, but particularly Michigan. If Michigan is hitting their threes, they're unbeatable. So what does UConn have to do? They're going to have to slow the tempo down, hope Michigan doesn't hit threes at the same rate they did against Arizona, which was obviously good for you, Prez. 44% from behind the arc the Wolverines were on Saturday night. So UConn, to me, UConn and under are correlated. Michigan and over are correlated. That is kind of how I would start this discussion.
Yeah, that makes total sense to me. I mean, Michigan puts up 90 points. I think UConn's going to struggle to keep pace. Joe, what are your thoughts?
I agree with you. I thought 144.5 was a little low because I definitely thought we could be getting more points in this game. And even at 144.5, I still thought that was a little bit low, even if Michigan, even if UConn's able to dictate pace here. I still think this game, I still think first one to 80 wins it. I don't think it's, I certainly didn't think that this was going to be some sort of 65-60 affair here or first one to 70. So, yeah, I thought there was tons of value in the 144.5. And, an hour ago, that's where we were. But there has been a ridiculous, that's a 2-point move to the over right now over the last hour or so, hour and a half. So that is a big push to the over. And we know the public loves betting overs. We get that. But, if it's whistles, if we've got free throws, forget about even the 3-point, this could very well land mid-150s than, closer to 140, which is what the market originally thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Question about first half. Michigan coming out on fire. Obviously, the first 10 minutes of the last game, they didn't create space, but by the end of that half, space was created. Bri, can you find yourself on Michigan first half?
I'll say this: UConn is not going. If they fall behind here, like they did against Duke in the Elite Eight, they are not coming back against Michigan. I would not expect a repeat of that script whatsoever. I actually think if you like UConn, you might want to look at them in the first half because they need to keep it close in the first half of this game. And something to what Joe was just saying, we have to respect what Danny Hurley has done. Obviously, I ran through the numbers. Illinois missed a lot of shots that should have gone in. I mean, obviously, everyone remembers the one that just spun on the rim and stayed up there and fell off. Look, that's not Danny Hurley. That's just kind of variance is what that was. I mean, Illinois was missing bunnies at the rim, and I don't think Michigan misses those shots. So, I don't know. You talk to me about the first half. I think if Michigan's up big here, Prez, like they were against Arizona, like they've been, against everyone, I think, except Alabama. They weren't up big against Howard, actually. As I remember. But if they get a lead here, I don't see them acquiescing like Duke did in the Elite Eight.
Acquiesce, Joe. Impressive word.
Very nice.
Word of the day.
Yes.
Acquiesce.
Great Oasis song. More England for you, Joe. That's a great Oasis song.
Yeah, you go.
That's a great Oasis song.
I thought you were going to bust out Chainsmokers. That's unbelievable.
Are you going to start singing for us again?
No, that was good. I'm still trying to figure out the whole Chainsmokers deal with the Final Four, and I didn't understand what was going on there at all. It's just a little. I don't know what was scarier, the fact that the Chainsmokers were doing in between games, or the fact that I knew every one of those songs, which was even worse. Because I was like, oh my God, I know that one too. Like,
I missed
terrible.
the whole thing.
When I heard
you were too busy on the slopes, Prez, but in between in the Final Four, in between games, they busted out into this like concert of a group that
I heard.
It was Imagine Dragons not available? Like, what happened here? Because that just feels like that would have been the whole.
What era are we in?
Yeah, it would have been 2015, 2014, somewhere in that ballpark there.
When they played Alice DJ, I was taken back to a car ride in 2001 out to Vegas that we can't discuss here on this program, but I was laughing about that.
That was kind of crazy. A bunch of old guys
an
running
ill-timed
around.
concert.
It was interesting.
Okay, let's make some money, guys. Hit that like button.
Flow
Subscribe
Rider,
to
I
our
believe tonight.
channel.
By the way, will be the half before the game starts. Get a big Flow Rider concert tonight.
He's your neighbor, right?
Yes, he is. Unfortunately,
right?
yes, he is.
Again, what era are we in? I mean, why don't they just put on Lawrence Welk?
Wow, you took it from here.
That's like, I was like,
we're now digging people up here with Lawrence. It's not. We're like black and white now. We're going black and white era. Oh my!
Some Glenn Miller.
Holy Jesus! All right, Victimone, come on, here we go.
Can you name a Glenn Miller song, Bryan Power?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
And the worst part is I can't. That's even terrible. Yeah, it's called In the Mood, Brian.
Everybody can, Brian. In the Mood. It's one of the most famous songs of all time.
I don't. I missed it.
It's what your wife hums when she sees me.
Oh.
Hey now, that's
just
a little unfair.
Lawrence Welk just went hard.
Hey now,
Lawrence. Hey now, that's wow.
Yeah, Lawrence went hard left.
I don't know about that. There you go.
Yeah, that's something. Okay. Bring it to the 2000s.
Get it back going.
There we go. In the Mood. How does it even go? Hum it, Joe. In the Mood. How did it go? You can't.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Christ, help me out here, BP. This is your fault.
Sounds bad.
Is he
like
doing
real
jazz?
bad song.
Did he just give us jazz hands? I think he just gave us jazz hands. Holy shit. This is awful. This has gone hard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just
okay. Brian, we love having you on the show on Mondays. Before we get to our parlay of the day, tell us what's going on with you and Zeno. How's the show been received? Where can people see it? When is it up? Et cetera, et cetera.
I think it's going very well. As a matter of fact, you can catch Monday's edition of the Morning Wager already. It's up and posted, available on both the WagerTalk and Picks and Parlays YouTube channel. It is a dance-free edition of the morning. Actually, it's not a dance-free. We always dance at the end of the program. But as far as picks go for Monday, I already mentioned we got one in the books out on the pitch. 1-0 in soccer so far to start the day. We've got a lot more to come. 4% play in the national championship game, as well as you can get 2 baseball plays as well for just $4 extra, a 3-game package for tonight. So number 2, tonight's play is a team total. I'm number 2 with college basketball totals so far in 2026, 15-7 run with all CBB totals, including yesterday's over, pretty easy over in the finals of the college basketball crown, Oklahoma and West Virginia. No one, Joe, sadder to see the college basketball crown go than me. I was 3-0 in that tournament. Thank you very much.
Yeah, only 12 overtimes to get there, but that was good there, BP.
No, it went over in regulation. Of course it did. The final score, yes, it's a 40-point win. It went over. It's like when's overtime when you need it, when you're a couple points short. It's like, I already won the over. Now you go to overtime. And it's a 40-point.
Can we just say what a terrible, and I know a lot of guys that were on Tulsa against Auburn in that game getting 5.5 points. And Auburn, I don't know how but somehow they got it to overtime. They should have lost the game outright. And then, of course, Auburn wins by 6 in overtime.
Yes. Pouring one out there from that was, it's brutal.
That was tough.
Pearl is a champion.
Yeah, he's a champion,
Bruce
all right.
Pearl.
Okay. Pearl, but that's okay. Close enough. Pearl's a Pearl.
Who is he related to Bruce?
Yes, his son is.
Yes, his son.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go Steve Pearl.
Yeah. Like a pearl necklace. Who did that song?
Okay, yeah.
Who did that song, BP? Who did it?
Pearl, I don't know. That's more, I don't know. You tell me, Joe.
ZZ Top. ZZ Top. Yep.
Well, that was a deep cut. They didn't make a video for that one, did they?
That was part of that whole album there.
I think after their what was it? The Sharp Dressed Man, Legs. I think after that, everything was a deep cut.
Yeah, well, that was a big album. That was when they had they were still doing music videos there, I believe. Recycled
or something. What was it called? Revolver, Recycler.
Revolver, was it? It might have been.
Eliminator's the big ZZ Top.
Eliminator, that's what it is. Yes, there you go. Very nice.
There you go. There you go. This show has gone completely off the rails.
Did you see the deep cut there, BP? Did you find it? Did you find Pearl Necklace?
Pearl Necklace was on the album before Eliminator, for the record. I actually did look that up.
Damn, see? Oh.
Are you like a ZZ Top fan, Bri?
No, not really. I mean, I just remember that, I'm a child of the 80s, and I obviously remember their videos quite.
Well, that's the whole thing. The music videos was really what put them over the top, man. Those damn beards.
I can tell you that if I hadn't shaved my entire life, I still wouldn't have a beard like that. But
no,
story for another day.
I don't think I could get a beard like that either. No, I think it's just too curly. Maybe at some point it gets weighted down.
Wow.
But yeah. Okay, Bri, parlay of the day. You want to go first?
Yeah.
Why not? I'll take the St. Louis Cardinals. A lot of people are going to tell you don't want to play a team coming off Sunday Night Baseball. I'm going to tell you that you should play against a team that's facing the Washington Nationals, who stink. Lost 5 in a row, just gave up 31 runs in 3 games to the Dodgers. And any rest edge that Washington may have had over the Cardinals, somewhat mitigated because yesterday's game delayed by 2 hours because of rain, and the bullpen blew it. The Nationals bullpen is just awful. It was awful last year. It's awful this year. St. Louis has the pitching edge. I know they've played the Dodgers, Phillies, and Cubs, the Nats have, but they've closed plus 142 or higher on the money line every game, guys. We can go against them at a much cheaper price. St. Louis is only minus 110, minus 115. Shop around, get the best available price. Cards take the series opener tonight in the nation's capital.
Oof.
Bryan freaking Power, everybody. We'll see you next Monday, dude. Thanks for doing this, Bri. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Okay.
See you guys next Monday.
Bryan Power. There we go. Joe Ranieri, let's keep the show moving. We got to give our parlays. I'm on San Jose Money line, minus 165 playing the Chicago Blackhawks. What do you like?
San Antonio over the Sixers. I think San Antonio bounces back in a big way here tonight. And I think Philadelphia's wrong place at the wrong time.
Minus 8.5 for the Spurs. There you go, everybody. Our parlay of the day. We got to take care of some business. We got our predictive markets and all of the rundowns. Stay with us, everyone. Joe, it's time for some business. Let's get to it. I got a big play up tonight in college basketball. Last time I mentioned this play, last time I mentioned a big play in college basketball, it was Michigan. It won easily on Saturday. Guys, please make sure to play my play tonight. It is a total. I'm 9-3 on the year in totals. 9-3. I'm on an 8-1 all totals run. I'm up profit this college basketball season. I'm up profit in the tournaments. I don't know what more I can do for you guys. I'm making an absolute fortune of money for you guys in college hoops. I've been all season. Let's end it together. Let's end it right. Let's play my college basketball total tonight. 4% best bet over at WagerTalk. I also have a 3% NBA play, 1 NHL play, and 1 baseball play. You can find it all over at WagerTalk.com. What do you got, Joe?
All right, Prez. Yeah, I am locked in on the national championship game as well. 5% max play for me. Cashed one in the Elite Eight, cashed a 4% in the Final Four, and coming right back here with a top play tonight in this one. Also, locked and loaded 4% NBA top play tonight, as well as a Major League Baseball best bet. All of that is available now, Prez, over at WagerTalk.com.
There we go, guys. Joe's got the side. I got the total. Head over to WagerTalk, grab them both. Joe, let's move on to the predictive market segment. I think I'm on an 0-2 Bitcoin slide.
You are, in fact, there, Prez, but that's all right. Plenty of time here to get it back on track. And today, of course, we are looking at, I believe, right around 70,000, just over 70,000. So it looks like maybe a little bit of a comeback here for the Bitcoin market, Prez. And currently, let's see, 69,750. Is that going to be over 70,000 or above? Right around 59 cents. Or if you think it get a little push here, Prez, 70,250 at 41 cents here. What are we thinking today?
We're going to go with over 70,000, 53%. I think we're going to see some momentum in the next few days with Bitcoin. Ooh. I don't think it's going to be much. Like I've predicted all along, it's going to hover around 66, 68 to 72 for a while. And I still consider that in keeping with what's going on now. I say over 70, but probably under 71, somewhere in that 70, 200, 300 zone.
Plus money there, 41 cents there for over 70, 250 here. And don't forget, Prez, this week is the Masters tournament. We'll talk more with Art this week. But currently your favorite, you want to take a guess who the favorite is? I'll give you three guesses.
Scotty, and then Scheffler, and then Scotty Scheffler.
But not as big a price as you would have thought, Prez. I was kind of shocked when this came up, too, as well. It's currently at 15 cents right now, is Scotty Scheffler. So he's actually kind of cheap. DeChambeau is right up there, along with Jon Rahm and Rory. So you got to think it's going to be one of the usual crew, right? Except unless you want to go further down the board, because you can lock in some pretty good prices with, Xander Schauffele, for instance, or Justin Rose, or Morikawa. There are some guys that have played well here in the past at some really cheap prices, Prez.
Yeah, well, firstly, looking at that board, Bryson at 8% seems like a good deal to me. I mean, he came into the final round of the Masters last year, 2 back on Rory, played outstanding for the first 3 rounds, and we only need him to have a great first round.
Correct.
So I think he would be a good bet first round. That, it's just going to go up. Right.
Yep.
So, Yeah. So, any thoughts from your
Rory,
perspective?
I mean, you got
I like.
7. Rory, a lot of people think Rory's just happy to finally have won it last year, and they're like, we're
Well,
good
that
to
could
go.
be the. I think that could be. I think it could be positive for Rory. At 7%, I would probably put some money on Rory and on Bryson. I think Rory comes in feeling relaxed.
Great point, Prez, because that's exactly right. What he's got the monkey off his back. What does he care?
Yeah.
Like he could
Yep.
go in there and play free and easy. Or I think Xander
Yep.
Schauffele has he's finally shaken the rust off after the injury last year. He loves this place. He's already won there. I think Matsuyama, as well as Colin Morikawa, guys that love this golf course. I think and Fitzpatrick has been playing out of his mind the last couple of tournaments. So, but again, like you said, Perez, all I need you guys is to be top 5, top 10, heading into the weekend. And these numbers are going to skyrocket here, locking yourself in. I don't know if I buy John Rahm, although he loves this course. I don't know if I'm buying them yet, but I think Rory, Bryson, and Xander have pretty good value here. Expect them at the top of the leaderboard there, Prez.
There you go. Let's keep the show moving, Joe and Harry. Let's get into our rundowns. You do the NBA, I got the NHL. You're up first.
All right, so, Prez, there aren't a ton of games in the NBA here tonight, but a couple of good ones, right? Detroit taking Orlando here. We have seen some Orlando money. Why? I have no idea. It's a terrible spot for Orlando. They just had to make another miraculous comeback against the Pelicans last night in New Orleans. Got to fly home and take on Detroit, who is doing their very best to shut out Boston from catching them with the number 1 seed here. Detroit just laying 2.5 right now, and I think that's a pretty good value there. Also think the over might get a little bit of love there. Atlanta and New York. Atlanta single-handedly one of the hottest teams over the last couple of months in the NBA. It's a completely different team than the one that had Trae Young on it. If you can believe it, feels like a million miles ago. But this team is red hot. They're at home taking on a Knicks team that doesn't play well on the road. I think that's a cheap price and pretty good value for the Atlanta Hawks here tonight. I think Cleveland's just going to destroy Memphis. They opened up 13.5. We're seeing 15s now. I agree with that move. San Antonio, you guys heard me tell you earlier. I think wrong place, wrong time for Philadelphia, and I don't care who plays. Embiid's already screaming and yelling that they won't play him, and he wants to play, and please give me a break. I think San Antonio at home comes out firing. Do not discount them in the first half either, guys. I'd look at San Antonio early and often in that Sixers game. And then the late night game, Portland-Denver. Portland trying to secure that 8th seed in the play-in because the 7-8, don't forget, only has to win once to advance. They don't have to play another game. So Portland, this is a pretty big game here tonight for them. Denver coming off of that overtime spot, not ideal. I also love the under in that game, Prez. And there you go, your NBA rundown here.
Joe, NHL only 4 games. I'll give it out. Then you finish the show, guys. I'm away tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm back on Friday, and starting Monday, I am back for good. We're back doing the long version. We'll do the mailbag segment, etc., etc. But let's get into the NHL rundown. Tampa Bay playing Buffalo. This is a big game. Whoever wins this game is really in the driver's seat to win the division and maybe the conference. And I think the Tampa Bay Lightning are the team to beat. I look down the Eastern Conference, and I think Tampa Bay is going to the Stanley Cup, which is so impressive. John Cooper and his troop back again, rocking and rolling. I think they get it done tonight against Buffalo. Seattle playing Winnipeg. Everyone knows I've been high on Winnipeg for the last month. Or 3 points out. This is a crucial game for both teams. Whoever loses this game is basically going to be out. Not mathematically, but they're running out of time. Take Winnipeg. San Jose in a must-win mode as well. I like them tonight. And the Kings in Nashville, an absolutely crucial game here. And I'm going to lean on Nashville. The Kings have let me down, and they just can't seem to find a way to win that important game. Nashville full of vets on that team. I think they get it done as a small dog. That's it for the NHL Rundown. That's it for my segment of the show. Joe Ranieri, I'm saying goodbye. The microphone is yours. Thanks for doing this, brother.
Safe trip, Prez. We'll see you again here soon as we run down Major League Baseball games here tonight. Plenty of them going on, 13, I think, in total. We've got Tampa getting back, believe it or not, to the Trop there. Their opening game of the season. It's been a while since they played in St. Pete. Looks like they figured out a good roofer and are ready to go. Jameson Taillon going for the Cubs. Don't like that at all. It's a pretty cheap price here as well. And yeah, I think Tampa at home might not be a bad look. Raise your hand if you had Junk taking on Williamson and Miami being the favorite at home against a red-hot Reds team, by the way, fresh off their sweep of the Texas Rangers. Miami is a slight favorite in this one. Seem to think we might get some runs here. Miami is not exactly a stadium that is conducive for a lot of runs or for power hitters, but I got to tell you, the way both of these teams are swinging the bat, I don't trust either pitching staff at this point. So, yeah, I think I might look at an over. It's kind of hovering around 8 right now. You got the Cardinals taking on the Washington Nats. You heard BP tell you it's just impossible to trust the Nats here. Do think we might get a few runs, but Palante is a much better pitcher than Zach Lytle. So, yeah, I agree with him. St. Louis in that spot. Hauser versus Painter. Philadelphia looking to get one going and bounce back after an embarrassing effort against Colorado yesterday. I don't have a problem with them at all in this one, especially with the young pitcher Painter on the mound at a small price. Kansas City and Waka taking on Tanner Bybee and the Guardians. Waka's been great. He usually is early in the season. First 5 under for me in that one there. Detroit trying to bounce back after a Sunday night debacle against the Cardinals, but Joe Ryan got lit up his last time out. And maybe the game of the night, guys. How about the rematch between Atlanta and not Atlanta, I'm sorry, the Dodgers and Toronto World Series rematch here. I'm sorry, I got to root for runs here. I think we're going to get some off of Robleski and Max Scherzer here. I love the over in that spot. So there you got it, guys. Couple of Major League Baseball games to keep an eye on. Plenty of action coming your way. Again, the Masters starting this week. NBA playoffs just around the corner. The NHL. But don't forget, tonight, National Championship. Prez locked and loaded on a play here. So am I. 5%. Grab it over at WagerTalk.com. And then, of course, make plans to join us tomorrow. Art DeCesar will be back in the hot seat here. We'll give you all the latest information on everything you need to know for the upcoming schedule this week. Until then, best of luck with the plays, guys. We'll see you again tomorrow on the best betting show ever. Enjoy.